In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I wish we knew prior to starting our candle business. I'm Sebastian Garzit, founder of Candle Business Pro and the co-founder of Garzit Beacon Candle Company, where we are just this close in our 3 years to passing $1 million in sales. Look out for that video to be coming out really soon. So the first thing that I wish we would have known as we were planning out and starting our candle business, you got to price your candles right for growth, not just a sale. You've got to make sure that your pricing strategy is going to work for you long term. I have other videos about pricing strategy that I'll link out after this, but it is so important to get your pricing down right, or you're not going to be able to scale and grow at the speed that you might want to. So the next thing, social media and marketing matter more than you think. You can have the best candles, but if no one knows about them, they won't sell. Social media isn't just about posting pictures. It's about connecting with customers and building a brand. What I wish I knew, marketing should be a priority from day one, not an afterthought. So the next thing, wholesale and markets are not for everyone, and that's okay. Not every candle business needs to sell wholesale or attend markets. Wholesale can be profitable, but it requires scaling up production and lower profit margins. Whereas markets can be great for brand awareness, but booth fees, weather, foot traffic, they're going to impact your success. So not every market you do is going to be successful. Now, I personally think doing markets is fantastic. It is the way we got a lot of firsthand feedback on our candles, but some people don't want to do markets, and that's okay. It just, you have to figure out a different way of putting your candles in front of customers that are going to give you an honest feedback. Also, some businesses thrive on direct-to-customer sales through just Shopify, Etsy, email marketing, instead of doing wholesale or doing markets. It's completely up to you. So what I wish I knew, you don't have to do everything. Focus on what works best for your business. The next thing that I wish I knew before we started our candle business is you've got to figure out your target audience, and your friends and family are not your target audience. Just because Aunt Karen loves her candle doesn't mean she's going to buy them from you regularly. Friends might support you once, but they're not going to sustain your business. Instead, you got to focus on finding real customers who will come back over and over again. So you have to have your target audience dialed in. I stress this nonstop inside of our Inner Circle membership. You got to know who your target audience is, and you got to have a niche. You've got to have a specific reason why people are going to buy your candles instead of mine, and vice versa. So what I wish I knew, you got to market to strangers who need what you sell, not just people who you know. And the last thing is you will get overwhelmed, and that's okay. Running a candle business, it's not just about making candles. It's marketing, accounting, inventory management, website maintenance, customer service. You got to deal with all of that stuff. Burnout is real, and you just got to pace yourself. You got to make sure that you remember why you got into candle making, and make sure that that passion kind of stays lit, right? For instance, the website maintenance, it can be a bear. If you don't know how to do the website yourself, for instance, when we first started, we paid someone like $2,800. They built us a fabulous website. The problem was a couple months later, when we needed to make adjustments to it, we got to pay them again to fix it, right? Or to make those adjustments or upload those new products. So that's why I had to go out and actually learn how to do it. So the website we have now, I built. And in fact, in our Inner Circle membership, the workshops that we first started with was a how to build a Shopify store workshop, because you spend so much money on having someone build something for you, and then you got to pay them to fix it. So rather learn it yourself from day one. That's kind of the best thing that we have done there. Also, doing the marketing, creating all the assets, taking photos, doing all the social media posts, it can get really overwhelming. And also, I'll add on to this that running a candle business is lonely. It's a lot of people don't get it, right? They think that it's just a hobby for you, and that you're not trying to grow this into something bigger than what it might be on the surface when you're first starting. Not uncommon. Most of us have probably heard people, talk about people just running this as a hobby and not actually going anywhere with it. But you can't. You just got to stay dedicated to it. Surround yourself with other candle makers that are going through the same thing. That's one of the biggest perks of being inside the Inner Circle with us. We meet every single week. We talk about just candle life, right? Every month, we also do what's called a family dinner, where we all get together on video. You bring your glass of wine, hang out. It's always a good time. Plus all the workshops that we do as well. It's just another interaction face to face that we get to have as a community together. So that's really a driving force behind the membership is the community aspect of it. While all the trainings and workshops and resources that we provide are definitely beneficial, that community feel is really what helps a lot of the makers kind of continue. So what else did I miss that you think is a big, oh, I wish I would have known this before you dove into candle making? Drop a comment below. Feel free to like and share this video. Give me some feedback. I want to talk to you. So you can always reach out to us below. We've got some free resources for you. You can check the descriptions below or check out our website. Have a great day. Take care.